All right. Boom. We are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to SmithSquad Podcast. We're going to go episode 68 and a half. There's too many problems. I'm putting 69 ahead again another week. I just want 69 to be an awesome episode because it's 69. This could easily be episode 69, and this is still a show of the episode. I just don't want that number to go. I want to do something good with that number, and I've been struggling to get a guest. But more importantly, I've been struggling. Everything has been a struggle this week. I don't know what it's been, but it's just everything has been chaos. My microphone broke. Profs were like, none of my profs would email me back on assignments. I was trying to get in contact with a few YouTubers. They wouldn't answer me. It's like nothing is communicating right this week. I don't know what's going on. It's something with the universe. Maybe it's just luck of the draw, but nothing is going right this week. But we're here. We made it. It's been good. So we're doing a Q&A today. I wanted to get that out of the way. Before we do this Q&A, before we hop into this for mostly the rest of the show, I got something to address, and that is this thing in my face right here. Right here. You see that? That is not a shiner, but that looks like it doesn't even really look that bad in the show. But I got hit in the face. So the other night, I guess I should start off by explaining there's two residence buildings. We are one. You guys have seen my tour. The other one across the way is our enemy. So we're like huge rivals. And I got in a fight. Not really. No, that's a joke. Actually, okay, so what it was is we were playing Ultimate Frisbee against this other team. And it got very, very competitive because we're rivals. We don't want to lose. We want to be happy that we won and that team sucks and all that stuff. So what ended up happening is I never played Ultimate Frisbee in my life. But I wanted to join a sport because being at university, I can't play varsity. I just don't have enough time. And it's like, actually quite a competitive person. I didn't realize it, but I need to get it out of my system. And I wanted to play soccer, but I realized I suck at soccer. So I was like, what's the point in playing soccer? I'm just going to get wrecked. And one of the options to sign up for was Ultimate Frisbee. And I'm like, okay, well, I have no idea what Ultimate Frisbee is, but I've come to realize that it's similar to football. It's like a more slow-paced, but cool, also very cool football. And what's awesome about it is the skills you learned in football can be applied to Ultimate Frisbee. So it works very well for me. So anyways, moral of the story, I got hit in the face. Got a bow to the eye. It's looking a little bit better than it was a few days ago, but I'm a little beat up. I like it though. I like battle wounds. I was hoping it was worse. My buddy actually lost his tooth. Will, if you're out there watching this, he got hit in the tooth with the frisbee. Had to get a root canal. It's pretty intense sport. Not really at all. But anyways, okay, we are going to drink some mix of grape G2, and mystery flavor. Anyways, we're gonna get into some of these questions. Like I said, all I just wanted to put out there. Everything's just going awful. I don't even know if I'm gonna have videos for this weekend. My microphone's not working. I don't know. I don't even know if my microphone's working in this video. I'm not using my microphone right now. Anyways, all right. So I tweeted out, I'm doing a subscriber Q&A, ask your questions now. I also said, if you ask a bad question, I'm coming to your house and I am going to shake up all your cans of soda, which is a very mean way of being a Canadian, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, let's get into these questions. First question I got pulled up here. I'm prepared. At River Suggs asks, if you had to choose to never do YouTube again or never play video games again, which one would it be? Stay awesome. That's pretty easy for me. Absolutely, it would have to be YouTube. I couldn't see myself not doing YouTube. I've done it for so long, and I love gaming, but it's more like gaming is a means for me to have a YouTube channel. Not really YouTube is a means for me to game, if that makes sense. Like I know a lot of YouTubers are like, oh, I love it because I get to just play Call of Duty all day. It's like that's not really me. I like being a YouTuber. It just so happens I play gaming. I play games. If I had to do a vlogs, if I could do anything on YouTube. I just love having an audience and that kind of thing. So for me, YouTube, yeah, YouTube just absolutely trumps that. Thank you for the question, sir. Very first question of this show. At Ali92156667 asks, do you think Black Ops 3 Zombies, I'm assuming, should have mods or no? I hope so. But I want it to be like after we get all the content from Treyarch. Like we go a full year of Treyarch, we get all their content, and then they release mod tools. Because for me, as a YouTuber, it's gonna be a lot easier, a lot more stressful, and I can see a clear-cut future for my channel. Much more if we get mods. If we don't get mods, things are definitely gonna be a lot more difficult. I don't know where I'm gonna go with it. But for me, it's like, yeah, definitely. If it's a thing, it's coming up. I definitely want there to be mods. I don't know what's gonna happen if there's no mods. Even Black Ops 2 mods would be fine, but it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be very, very. The end of Black Ops 3 is gonna be a very weird and scary time for my channel, and I'm gonna be very scared. All right, moving on. At Mr. Super James, what made you decide that zombies was your topic of videos on your channel? Honestly, it was just kind of like trial and error at the end of the day, I would say. It was mostly just kind of like a thing of me being like, all right, I've tried Minecraft, I've tried vlogging, I've tried literally everything. What's something else I like? Oh, I like zombies. I see people playing zombies, Black Ops 2 zombies coming out in a little bit. Why don't I try that? It wasn't like a this is gonna be my master plan. It was just like, all right, let's try something else, and it happened to stick. It's kind of like a random thing, but yeah. All right. Oh my god, this is a question. At CX Hickenwings or Cooks Hickenwings asks, would you date a fan like me? Oh god, I've never got this question before. It's so weird. I'm so used to only guys watching my content, and now that like some girls are hopping on and they're like, oh my god, Pat's cute and stuff, it's really, really weird. I mean, I'm not like offended, and I think it's cool and it's whatever, but I never really thought that would ever be a thing for a gamer. No, I'm sorry. Never. Rule like number one, never ever of just not of YouTube, but of anything. People say all the time, never date a fan. If you're like a hockey player, don't date like a girl who's really into hockey. If you never ever. By the way, I have awesome lighting, if you could tell. No, absolutely not. Ever. I'm sorry. I love you. I think you're great, but nothing to do with you specifically. But it's just dating a fan is just like, I just don't think it would ever work. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I mean, maybe. I guess I shouldn't be absolutely no, but very, very unlikely. Plus, you'd have to be in my location. I just don't think it would work. I'm sorry. I love you, but I'm sorry. No. Also, by the way, very sick tiger background. It's awesome. I don't think I can show you. Can I show you that? Boom. You see that? Check out that sexy tiger. That is awesome. All right, moving on. Will you be going to any conventions in the future? By conventions, I think he is talking. Oh, at the Steel One asked this question. Will you be going to any conventions in the future? Abso-freaking-lutely. Conventions, any sort of gathering for YouTube is like the greatest. Always like great experiences. I've been to PAX East in Boston, been to VidCon in California, and I was at an event also in California a week ago. It wasn't a convention though, but PAX East was still the highlight, the best YouTube event I've ever gone to. It was amazing. I got to meet so many YouTubers. It was like the first time ever doing anything like that. It was just like, YouTube got really real for me then. And I'm definitely going back to PAX East in this March or April. I want to go to either EGX, which is Eurogamer in the UK, or Insomnia, which would be I-56 next year. I think there's just two in the UK. There might be a third, but anyways, absolutely, I really want to go to the UK. I really want to go back to PAX East, and I would love to go to E3. Those are like the three I'm looking for. A UK one, so either EGX or Insomnia, PAX East, and E3. Those are going to be the friggin' three. Maybe Comic-Con, I don't know. But absolutely, conventions are so good. Like it's so awesome to you do this every day and you get wrapped up, and you get so wrapped up into like the computer, like looking at the screen and doing videos, and then you kind of get to like actually meet the people on the other end of their screen that watch you, and it's just like so cool to make that real life connection and actually meet fans. It's very, very awesome. So yeah, definitely going to conventions in the future. I would say my most recent one, I mean, there's PAX, there's a PAX in the fall in January, PAX South, which actually wouldn't be that bad of a flight for me because I just got to go down the East Coast. I might go to PAX South, but I'd only go if I knew a bunch of people going and I had the time, and I don't know if I'll have the time. But if like they want me to go, I'll definitely go. If they're like, hey, we want someone to talk, I'll be like, yeah, just pay for my flight and stuff, and let's do it up. All right. At SSJ_Gohan, side is Super Saiyan Jin 2. He's an ascended Super Saiyan. Gohan asks, favorite Dragon Ball Z character. Oh god. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a super nerd. I used to try to hide it, but now I'm just like, screw it, embrace it. It's like that one, I know I have a YouTube channel about gaming, but that one really nerdy thing that I'm embarrassed about a little bit is I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. It just is what it is, you know. Everyone's got things that they're ashamed of. You just gotta embrace it, you know. Every single person out there, they're embarrassed of something that they enjoy in their life. Mine happens to be a very, very silly anime show. A favorite Dragon Ball Z character, man, it's gotta be Goku. Like, he's just such a badass. It couldn't be anyone else. I really like Gohan too, but he sucks. Like, I like older Gohan as a fighter, like when he's gonna fight Majin Buu, but he sucks. So it's like, I don't even care about him. If he Gohan, he's disappointing me. Vegeta, it's so cliche. Vegeta is such a badass. He is like such an epic character. I would have to say Goku because he's just like awesome. He's just nice and cool. I also like, if to not give you a typical answer, I really like Supreme Kai. There you go. That's my answer, Supreme Kai. All right, moving on. I'm doing a subscriber Q&A, ask questions, and at Elite88 Soldier asks, why? Just why? Why not, bro? Why would I even acknowledge that question? That was silly. All right. At Synonym Gamer asks, do you have a bae or nah? Do I have a bae? No, I don't have a bae. A bae seems like a very committed thing. Don't talk into water balls when you're doing podcasts. Do I have a bae? No, not at all. I guess it's a pretty straightforward question. I could get into it, but at the ultimate day, it's just going to loop into the back of no. I do not have a bae. Are you going to stay on zombies? Asks at Safe Furball. Okay, so this is a question I get asked a lot, and whenever I post a video that isn't zombies, people say, F you, don't pull a syndicate, go die in a hole, what the hell, what are you doing, I hate you, I'm unsubscribed. People really freak out when I don't post zombies, because I feel like the zombies community, everyone misses Syndicate so much, everyone misses Taz so much, and it's like, for any other YouTuber that does zombies now, if you are to try to branch out, they're like, no, you're gonna pull a syndicate, we know exactly what you're gonna do, we've been duped once, don't do it again. And I'm not hating on Tom, he's a great, awesome guy, but it's just like everyone is expecting that now. So especially if I post Minecraft, people go, oh, and they get really mad. Am I gonna stay on zombies? I am gonna stay on zombies, but I'm gonna branch out because, let's be honest, Black Ops 3 is only gonna be out for a year, and then we're gonna have to wait a full more 2 years for more zombies, and I can't do another 2 years of just zombies. I gotta be honest. Can't do it. But I'm gonna stay on zombies, of course. But I got the second channel for no zombies. And then I'll probably do some more stuff on my main channel that's not zombies, because I'm just not gonna have enough content. I know it, like top fives. You know, you're gonna run out of top 5 ideas, you're gonna run out of challenge ideas. It's just something that's gonna happen. But that comes back into Black Ops 3 mods. If there's mods, there's gonna be a lot more good thing. A lot more zombies. So let's hope for mods. Anyways. That was from, as I said, Safe Furball. Ewan, Note Juan White asks, Netflix and chill. So for those of you who don't, I don't even know what I should talk about. Basically, Netflix and chill, if you don't know, just means it's a low-key thing for bang. Like, hey, want to come over, watch Netflix, we can hang out, and then you end up banging. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna Netflix and chill with you, but I mean, if someone wants to I'm not saying someone wants to Netflix. Okay, let me finish my sentence there. If someone wants to Netflix and chill with another person, then that by all means they should do what they want to do. That's what I meant to say there. All right. I like Q&As. They're fun and they're easy. It's just like, it's a cool way to get back with you guys and all that good stuff. At Khaled Mualdi. Who is your favorite thing YouTuber apart from you? And okay, I think I say, who is your favorite YouTuber apart from you and more SmithPlays? Damn, that's an interesting question. So the only thing I really consistently watch on YouTube now, I would say, and I don't even watch it that consistently, is Painkiller Already, the podcast by Woody's Gamertag, FPS Kyle, and Mercadurka, or Ex Capone. I don't really have time to watch it regularly because it's like a 4-hour podcast, but I try to watch it once in a while when I have time. So I guess Woody, technically, like the person I watch the most is probably Woody's Gamertag because that's on his channel. But I would say my favorite YouTuber right now is probably Markiplier. I don't like Markiplier's videos. No offense. I think he makes great videos, but they're just not for me. But as a YouTuber, like I look at YouTubers and like I look at them as a person and I'm like, all right, is this a good guy? And Markiplier is just so genuine and like, you know, he's almost at 10 million subscribers and he's so still down to earth. I really like that about him. I think he's a very, very cool guy. So for me, I would say it's got to be Markiplier. It's got to be Markiplier. At least right now. Moving on, at Dof1997. Considering you've said YouTube won't last forever, what would your other ideal job be? Damn. It's always really weird when people, you know, you're at I was asked this question in one of my business classes, and like, you know, it was like kind of like around the room, like, what is your dream job? And I was like trying to think of a dream job, and I was like, you know what? I don't think there's any, like, at where I am right now in life, there is nothing I would rather be doing than making YouTube videos. And it's like, that's a really weird thought, because it's like sometimes you're making a video and you're like, man, like I'm tired today. I don't want to make a video. You know, it's not an easy process as people say. It's just make a video. You know, I'm not saying, well, what was me? I'm saying there is a lot to it. A really good quote I actually want to bring up. Like, I was listening to this last night, and it stuck with me so hard, from Chance the Rapper. He says, I've got a lot of off days, but it's not often that I'm off the clock. That is, like, so perfect to what YouTube is. Like, I work every day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't touch my YouTube channel in some way. It may not be making a video, but I'm always checking Twitter, checking emails, replying to people on Skype, thinking new ideas, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know what that had to do with anything, but that Chance the Rapper quote is awesome, because it's like a lot of off days, but it's not often that like I'm off the clock, which I think is kind of cool, because like I think the road to success, people look at it as like, oh, it's going to be easy and you're just going to automatically want to do it. And it's like, no, there's a lot of days you're not going to want to work. Like, I am so tired from my workout today. I'm like, man, I would love to take a nap. And I'm like, no, I gotta do a podcast. Like, get off it, Patrick, you lazy piece of crap, you sack of meat. That's a little aggressive against myself. But yeah, got a lot of off days, but it's not often I'm off the clock. Boom. I like it. Anyway, so considering you said YouTube won't last forever, what would your other ideal job be? So like I said, I truly think that there's nothing I'd rather be doing in life right now than YouTube. What would my other ideal job be, though? I think of a couple cool things. I think being a university professor would be really cool, but I don't think I'd take myself serious. And I feel like it would be a lot of politics and administration stupidness, and I'd have to work for someone, so no. But the idea of being like 65 years old with an English accent and really smart about something appeals to me. So I'm not really about the process of being a professor. It's more the outcome. So I'll never be a professor. You got to be about the process, the whatever leads to that. And I'd also have to be British, so that probably won't ever happen. Yeah, anyways. What would my other ideal job be? It's something to do with talking. I don't know what that would be. Like stand-up comedian. And as soon as anyone ever says stand-up comedian, that is a way to expose the haters in the room. Say, I want to be a stand-up comedian. People say, you're not funny. You can't do that. I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, he has a lot of stand-up comedians on. It's very cool to talk about them, talk about the process of becoming one, because it seems like one of those things where it's just like a skill you need to learn. You're gonna suck at it, and you just gotta grind through it and get good. But I don't know. I don't think that. I mean, that appeals to me because I like talking, right? I want to be doing something with my voice. So radio, no. See, I wouldn't want to do radio because I want to do my thing. which is why I like YouTube so much. I like the freedom. That's what stand-up comedian kind of appeals, because I don't have to do that. Damn, what else is there? Like a motivational speaker, maybe something to do with using my voice and either entertaining or helping others, which entertaining is helping others, but like, maybe motivating people, something like that. But yeah, I think I'm where I want to be, at least for now. Okay. Wow. Back to back YouTube related questions. At Joseph Vela 14, are you going to have a job other than YouTube, or are you just going to stay as a YouTuber your whole life? Definitely not going to be a YouTuber my whole life. I accept that. It's always really weird because I talk about YouTube like with a lot of people, like my parents especially, and they're like, look, YouTube is going really well for you right now, but it's not always going to be going really well for you, and it's eventually going to end. And like that's why you should stay in school and all this stuff. And to me, it's like, yes, that's true. But then I look at the people who haven't stopped working hard, the people who've been working hard for like 10 years straight. Like Smosh is a great example. Philip DeFranco, he still doesn't have his degree. He dropped out years ago. Like the Syndicates, the T-Martins, the LAAs. I look at those guys and it's like, man, they're lasting a lot longer than I thought. That I think a lot of people thought YouTube would be. So I definitely don't want to do YouTube my whole life, but I think like, I don't know, I would say probably somewheres into my mid-20s, maybe. But I do want to do the podcast for the rest of my life. That's like this random goal that is so ridiculous and unattainable. But I was like, you know what? If I'm like 65 and still doing a weekly podcast, that would be so cool. But again, we'll see. I don't know. I don't want to get another job. I don't want to get a job ever again, to be completely honest. But I think, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to do after YouTube, but that's, the opportunity will present itself. I'll jump at it at the time. Just got to stand your grind and look for opportunities. Get lucky. At Matthew Stocks 10, what is your favorite and least favorite G Fuel flavors? Okay, interesting. So, my favorite is by far Mystery. I've got a tub of Mystery right here. Mystery G Fuel, coupon code Smith. This stuff is like down to here. And I have 10 tubs of the stuff, and nothing is even close to being touched that much. Phaseberry a little bit, peach a little bit of blood orange, but Mystery by far my favorite. As for my least favorite, I would probably say Fruit Punch, Green Apple, probably Fruit Punch or Green Apple. Really not big fans of those flavors. They just don't do it for me. All right, moving on. At Brand Pops 123, why do you hate Syndicate? Why do I hate Syndicate? That is such a... Wow. That's such an accusation. I don't hate Syndicate. I don't hate him at all. I've met him. He's a great guy. Honestly, like, Tom, there's very few YouTubers I have as much respect for as I have for Tom. He is a guy with 9 million subscribers. I reached out to him. I was like, hey, I know you're huge and, have no real benefit from playing a game with me, but I'm doing a series and it's kind of incorporating a lot of the community. You're a big part of the community of zombies. Wondering if you want to be in it. He actually got back to me, which that in and of itself, 9 million subscribers. The guy's huge. And he actually, he took the time to reply to someone an 18th the size of him. Now, I mean, I'm 600,000, an 18th the size of me. Let's say someone like, I don't know, 20,000 subscribers, which is not the right math at all. But I think I think about that and it's like, I probably would. I mean, I talk to guys who have like 2,000 subscribers, but when you're that big, you're that busy. Just the fact that, a guy can stay, that cool, really stands out to me. So I don't know. I think Tom is just a great dude. Very, very nice guy, even if he hates on the top 5s. What are you going to college for? I'm taking business administration. This question comes from Cyclific Gaming. What are you going to college for? Business administration. So, it's really, really weird. I went into university wanting to take a business degree because I thought business would help me. And, I'm learning that business is not exactly what I thought business was. So my first year, I took a lot of economics. They make you take economics before you actually go deep into the business program, because it's better to have an understanding of economics, of how the whole world kind of works, the economy, the money flows and stuff, before you actually start taking business. It's like get a broader image, and then second year we'll take you in, we'll do marketing, finance, accounting, all that stuff. So my first year I had like some intro courses for business, but it was a lot of economics, and I loved it. I thought economics was so awesome. It was so interesting to me, and I did very well at it. Like I got 100 in one of my courses. Like, I hate bragging. I hate talking about grades. Grades are stupid, but it was like, it was just a course I really, really grasped well. And it was very lucky that I actually got the 100, but I grasped the course very, very well. It was really interesting to me, and I almost enjoyed studying for it. It was like everything just made so much sense, and I loved economics. And now I'm second year business, and it's like all my courses talk about like management and working for a company, and like, you know, in our syllabus, which is like basically the teacher gives you kind of like an outline of the course. Basically, if you're in high school and you don't know what syllabuses are, basically just like an outline of the course. It's like 2 or 3 of them at the very top wrote, "This is your contract with me. Treat it as though I am your employer." And it's like, no, you're not my employer. You are my professor. I'm paying you to teach me. But the whole point about it is like, get used to having a job. And it's like, that's not what I want. And it's like so much focused on being an employee. And it's like, if you were late to your job, and it's like, yeah, if I was, but I know everyone, like, that's great for everybody, but I'm starting to realize that like, it's not as much for me as I thought it was. And I think I'm learning stuff. Marketing is a great course. I'm learning so much. I really do find it interesting. It's helping for my YouTube channel. But at the same time, it's like, I'm realizing that it's not what I thought business was, and it's not up to what I'm enjoying, and I don't know what to do right now, because it's like, you know, to switch majors, and I oh my god, I'm sorry. I feel like this is just the most unprofessional podcast ever, because I haven't recorded in like so long because my microphone's broken, and I don't know. Anyways, God, it feels weird to just do a video. It's like I said, it's been a while. What was I talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. Business. I don't know. Economics intrigues me. I know Noah J. He was in engineering, and he actually dropped into. I shouldn't say dropped into. He switched to economics because he found it was more applicable to him. But see, I want a business degree, but I don't find business interesting. You know what I mean? That was a long way around it, but school. It's too much. It's too much. Don't even want to talk about it. Honestly, like, I know everybody says they're busy, and there are people who are at my school who are busier than me, but god damn, I am in my 3rd week of school, and it's like, I hit my point where I am too busy. First week I got here, it was like, all right, I had YouTube videos prepared, I just did work, and then school started, so like school kind of got into it all and good. My first full week back, I was making videos, I was doing schoolwork, it was manageable. Second week, a little bit more work, making YouTube videos, it was manageable. 3rd week back, okay, this is getting really crazy. You know, got to balance this and stuff. I'm not gonna have time to live stream. I haven't live streamed in like 2-3 weeks now. Okay, this is getting really crazy. And then I went to California for the weekend, so I didn't have any time to like work at school or YouTube. So I come back Sunday exhausted, and like, this was just like the stupidest week of my life. It was like, I'm a very positive person, and I hated everything to do with anything. I don't know. It's a lot, guys. It's a lot. I don't want to complain. I don't know, but it's just the way she's going. All right. Moving through. Those were all the questions I picked. Now we're just gonna go into random question. At 9 Fingers asks, "Is this the Krusty Krab?" No. This is Patrick. Duh. All right. Oh my god. god, this is bad. See, I should have more questions selected. This is embarrassing. What is the best way to get noticed by a larger zombies YouTuber if I am small? MCP Gaming 2237. I don't know, like, what you mean. Are you trying to collaborate with them? Because I get a lot of emails, people say, hey, I have like 100 subscribers, we should do a video together. And it's like really, it's weird because like you got to think of like, you just got to think of a collaboration as a dual benefit. So you got to think, okay, what can this other person get from me? And it's like, you kind of have to, I want to say like, you got to look at the benefits of both parties. And so yeah, I mean, I don't know if you want to get noticed. I mean, if you're talking about me, then boom, you've been noticed. But I guess be like Paint. Paint has just always been a funny guy. It's always been really funny, always just trying to like contact people, and like, you know, he's been trying for like 2 years and he's now succeeded, and I follow him and I love him and I think he's great. But for me, it's like it's kind of like, just be, I don't even know how to explain it. If you know Paint, be like Paint. That's the only way I can say it. Like, people are like, I'm your #1 fan, I watch all your videos, and it's like, I just subscribed a week ago, and it's like, yeah, you gotta try harder. And I feel so preachy and cocky and douchey and saying that, oh my god, you gotta just, oh god, it's awful. You know, a fan, even the idea of fans, just is like, I don't really like that. I just want to be a YouTuber and do stuff. But I don't know, if you want to get noticed, just tweet at people consistently and they'll notice you. If you tweet at me consistently, I notice you. I might not reply because you might be tweeting weird stuff at me, but I notice you, okay? Do you think competitive zombies will be a thing? If so, do you think you or Mr. T Lexify will be competed? Actually, me and Lex have had lengthy conversations about this. Lex is all for going pro in zombies. I am not so much, but I would like to do a thing like T Martin did with Pinkwall, and just play and be okay, but still get wrecked. I think that would be really funny to do with Lex. Just form a team of YouTubers for competitive zombies. That would be awesome. Now, that being said, I don't know if it's actually going to be a thing, so I can't really say. Describe yourself with 3 words. I love you, Patrick. I think you make amazing content. Bring on 10 million subscribers. That comes from @Mr. Creeps Face. Also, last question was from Hey, it's Vertigo. Describe yourself in 3 words. Worrying for improvement. How about that? I worry so much. Does anyone know how to stop people from worrying? But I'm the kind of person, I worry about things, but I'd like to mitigate that worrisomeness. So what I do is like, I go out of my way to improve myself. So I've gained 15 pounds since I've been back at university. I've gone from 185 pounds to 200 pounds in a month. That's some scary weight gain. I've never weighed 200 pounds before in my life. The most I weighed was like 193 or 4, like when I was like eating like crazy for football season. That was 2 years ago. But my normal walking around weight was 180 to 185. All of a sudden in a month, I've gained 15 pounds, and my parents were like, no, it's got to be water weight. I've been weighing myself for a week straight, and it's just going up. So then I worry. I'm like, oh my god, I'm getting fat. So then I work out more, and then I gain more muscle, and then I realize, oh wait, I'm just gaining a lot of muscle. Which I still don't know. I haven't gained 15 pounds of muscle in a month. I'm not trying to say that. I don't know where the weight's gone. Maybe I've grown. Maybe it's just a combination of a whole lot of stuff, or I have no idea. But I've gained 15 pounds in a month, somewheres, and I don't know where. Do I look fat? I don't know. It's gone somewheres, but yeah, it's always worrying. It's like my YouTube channel, like, okay, July, I was growing at like 3,000 to 4,000 subscribers a day, getting like, sometimes I almost got 1 million views in a day. And now I'm down to like 600 to 900 views a day, or subscribers a day, which is awesome. But I worry. I'm like, oh my god, my channel was here, and now it's down here again. But realistically, it was like, all right, 4 months ago, my channel was at like, I don't know, let's say a 5, jumped up to an 8, and now it's down to a 6. and I'm upset. But realistically, we've gone from a 5 to a 6, but we just had that crazy spike, right? You know what I mean? So like for me, it's kind of like a thing of I'm manic. That's a very good word to say it. I'm manic. When something, when even one little bad thing goes wrong, I worry so much, and I really wish I didn't do it. Like, you know, I'm talking to a girl, and you know, I should say I'll be talking to a girl, and you know, she doesn't reply. She reads my message and she doesn't reply, and I'm like, that's it. She's not interested. And realistically, she's just doing something. She's busy. You know what I mean? But it's like I take little things and I get way too worked up about them, but then I try to mitigate that and I go way too far, which I think is kind of why my channel has had some success. Is like I'm just so obsessed with being as best I can, and when I can't do my best, I get very very upset. Like I don't like being mediocre. That is like my biggest fear, is just not doing my best. And like even for this podcast, I don't have a thing around it. It's gonna be late, and I think my microphone isn't working. So like for me, it's like those little things like that. It's like I'm doing my best, but there's just problems. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I guess to answer your question, worrying. Worrying for improvement. I don't know. I just worry a lot. I forget what I said, but yeah. All right. At Randy is life 1234 asks, what is your dream job as a car? I think dream car is what he's asking. Dream car. Okay, so I'm not a huge car guy. I like to be smart with my money. Don't get me wrong, I love cars. When I was in California last weekend, I saw like so many nice cars, and I'm like, man, I want that. That would be so awesome to have. And that's like, no, I don't. That's dumb. I'll regret it. You know, the money, the way, you know, whatever. But I think my dream car, if it's like, all right, weather isn't a thing because I live in Canada. Money isn't a thing. What car do you want to have? As expensive as you want. Well, I guess if I go expensive as I want, probably be a Bugatti Veyron. Realistically, no, I don't care that it's like a $1.5 million car. I would want an Aston Martin, just a nice car. Aston Martin, probably DB9. If you know what it is, you know what it is. I think there's this new model, the DB10. Yeah, there is the DB10, but the DB9 is like my bae. It's just so beautiful. So dream car is that, but realistic dream car, the car I want to get is a Volkswagen GTI, because they're fast, they're reliable, and they're still just a solid, you know, average car that isn't like $5 million. So yeah, GTI realistically, but if I could have any car I want, Aston Martin DB9. Boom. I'm gonna shake your gamma. From Timothy B128. Okay. At Amanda the Jedi, what's it like being back in school after a summer of full-time YouTubing? Hell, it sucks to go from I wake up in the morning and it would be like, all right, YouTube is my number one priority. To wake up, go to class, go to the gym, then start YouTube. I like it and I don't like it. I felt like this summer I didn't have enough on my plate. I kind of like someone who like I always need to be doing something, which I don't like, because it's like I'm very bad at sitting down and just relaxing and you know, not doing anything. And like when I don't do a lot of stuff, I get very very anxious. I get a lot of just straight up physical anxiety. Like I don't like it. And you know, I can do my best on YouTube and grind, but I felt like it wasn't enough. Like I needed something else. Like part of it was almost like there was no point in my life where there wasn't like downtime. There wasn't like a downside. It was like everything was awesome. I wake up, make YouTube videos, go to the gym, you know, and that was kind of it. And it was like there wasn't enough struggle, which is stupid. I was like, man, like what more do I need? You know, like I had a pretty full plate, don't get me wrong, but like I had free time, and it's like it wasn't enough. It's like it wasn't enough anymore. So like I wanted to try to like do new things and learn new stuff, but I just never like could commit myself to it. So being back at school in that sense, like that anxiety is completely gone because I don't have time to think about anything. It's just like, it's like wake up, go to class, go to the gym, make a YouTube video, eat supper, and come back, do work, go to bed. That's it every day. Usually like to find a day of the week to go out, have fun with friends. That's very important. Got to have balance. So I'll usually do that Friday or Saturday, or maybe both if I have the time. But yeah, it's like less anxiety, more stress in a way. I don't know. I follow like Joe Rogan has a kind of thing where he's like, you know, I've molded my life so that I'm doing what I want to be doing like 100% of the time. Like I'm working, don't get me wrong, but I do what I want to do. So he's like, you know, I exercise. I love to exercise, and I do exercise that I enjoy. I bow hunt because I love bow hunting. As for work, he's like, I'm a stand-up comedian. You know, that's my job, but I love it. He also is a UFC fighter. He loves that, and he runs a podcast. So it's like he's like, everything I'm doing in my life, like even if it's hard, even if it's work, it's enjoying, it's fulfilling still. And I kind of aim to be like that. Like I enjoy the gym. It's not just something I need to get exercise, but I really love working out. Like just working hard. It's just very, very fun for me, I guess, in a really weird. It just, you feel a sense of accomplishment afterwards. And if you're not super into the gym, it's really hard to understand that. And I never got it. And you look at people who are really into the gym, like weird and like, you're just like cocky, you're insecure, you want to have big muscles. Nothing with that at all. It's just I really like lifting weights. You know, YouTube's a thing, and it's like I need something slightly less busy as school that still gives me like, it's still hard, and it's just like school is good for me. I have I have a little bit too much on my plate. I think like a little bit less. Like my first week back of school, where it was like very manageable. But the problem is when school starts getting in the way of YouTube, that's when I get really, really stressed out. That's my only problem, I guess, is just school is kind of getting in the way a bit, and I can't allow it to. Another question: how tough can it get dealing with YouTube in college? That's for Rad Valiant. Yeah, I don't want to complain about it a lot. I'm doing my best, but you know, it's hard. At JB17 asks, have you ever been in a fight? No. Never, ever, ever. I am not a fighter. I am a lover. Peace. No, it's just not me. I don't think I could ever do it. I don't think I could punch someone. I really don't. I think the only time I've ever wanted to punch someone was I had a girlfriend, and I thought there was a guy that was putting my girlfriend in a not safe situation. I don't want to talk about too much, but this was my last girlfriend. I can't even remember what it was. It turned out it wasn't a problem, but it was like I thought like she didn't like feel safe around him or something like that, and I was like, that was like the only time in my life I ever wanted to like snap on someone and just absolutely punch someone in the face. So no, never been in a fight, but I would get in a fight if it was to protect, I guess, like a girlfriend. But I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't have to worry about that. It's good. But I'd probably try to lessen the situation. I wouldn't want to get in a fight, but you know what I mean? I'm just saying if I had to, I would. Crazy. What's your favorite gun and zombies? PPSH. That comes from Xperi Process. What's your favorite breakfast? Breakfast has been ruined for me. I'm so negative. My favorite breakfast, yeah, I still have my favorite breakfast. It's 4 fried eggs with whatchamacallit on it, Frank's hot sauce. That's perfect. If I get 4 fried eggs in me, I have, oh my god, my webcam's going crazy. I have unyielding energy for the rest of the day. Actually, I am going to eat eggs after this podcast because I need those right now. You ever gone past round 50 on Mom of the Dead? Nope. Highest round is 44, I believe. What is your goal in life? At Zodies. Oh, the last question is from at Iron Wanya Ama. What is your goal in life? At Zodies. You know, this is like, I mean, this is the question that everyone asks. The question that everyone asks is, what's your goal in life? Not me, but ask everybody. What do you want to do with your life? And I feel like I've been around the block more than the average 19-year-old. Not saying I'm knowledgeable, but I feel like compared to the average 19-year-old, I feel like I've been around the block and I've learned a lot of things. I've been in a 4-year relationship. I've got a job now that pays well, and it's like, it's not about any of that, man. Like, it's not about like materialistic stuff. It's not about like I have this. The only goal I have in life is to be happy. It's so funny because like people chase money their whole lives, and maybe you'll hit a certain success point at maybe 40, 30. And it's like the want of money never goes away. You're always gonna want more. And even if you have $1 million, you're not gonna be happy because money just simply doesn't permit to that. People say, well, it sure will make life a whole lot easier. Yes, it does. But when people say it sure would make a whole life like easier, they say that and they say, well, if life was easier, I'd be happier. It's not true at all. I know some people who they don't make near as much as others. They're so much more happier. Like it is so much more dependent on your perspective of life, how you view the world. Printer, what the balls are you doing? It's not about that, you know what I mean? It's not about like I want to be a YouTuber, I want to make a lot of money doing this, it all comes down to how you look at the world, the way you perceive the things out there, what lens you choose to see the world through. The world is a good place, the world is a bad place, I'm gonna be happy, and just hold on to like principles, not like what makes you happy as in like, oh, if I'm around friends I'm happy, if I'm successful I'm happy, because those are very, very non-permanent things, right? A friend can leave you anytime, a girlfriend can leave you at any time, your family even, things can happen, your family members can die, but principles and being being happy just because you're a good human being, I think is a big outputter of happiness. I think that really is a big source of happiness, is just I don't know, I just want to be happy. That's my short way of going about it. I don't know how, but I say happy, I see, you know what I think it is though? I think it's this carrot on the stick of people say happy, and when you say happy, it's like always, it's like this permanent feeling of like, life is good. And I don't think that is ever a thing. I don't think you're ever going to be happy for 100% of the time. But I want to feel fulfilled, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's an interesting way to go about it. Because I don't think the struggle will never end. It's this like carrot on the stick attitude that we have. That's like, someday I'm gonna get this, and I'm just gonna watch, gonna watch the sunset, and everything's ride off into the sunset, I should say, and everything's gonna be great. I don't think it works that way. I think there's always gonna be struggle, and without the struggle, you're never gonna be happy. At least I don't think I ever will. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just throwing words out there. There's a long ass answer to that, but yeah, it's my only goal. Is just enjoy my life, really. 700k subscriber celebration. Probably not, but I'm going to do a 600,000 subscriber celebration, and it's going to be awesome. But I can't talk about it. That was from Super Mod 02. Worst experience you've had with an animal at beta fish lover. Beta fish are cool. It's funny that you asked that. You're a beta fish lover. When I was 2 years old, a dog bit my hand. And although getting bit by a dog is not an overly terrible thing, it has conditioned me to be slightly scared of dogs. I like dogs, don't get me wrong. I think dogs are awesome, but it really is a natural instinct in me now. That it's like I see a dog, I reach out to do it, and it's like I don't even think, oh my god, that dog's gonna do it, that dog's gonna bite me or anything, and I'm like, oh my god, what an adorable dog, you're so awesome. But then it's like this like part in my subconscious that like pulls me back and like doesn't want me to like touch the dog. It's really weird, but it's scared me. It's awful because dogs are awesome, but it's like I like dogs, but that one dog had to ruin it for me. I swear to God. I'm getting better. When I was like 10, I hated dogs. I'm better now. But I swear to God, I've been scarred by dogs. Freaking dog. Alright. We're going on. Did you lose your virginity? Jared Man 44. Why did people always ask that question? That's such a silly question to ask, and I guess it's because you're probably young and it's like this thing that you care about. But yes, like most, yes, like I don't get the point of that question. Most people are gonna say yes if they're at like a relatively older age, and even if they haven't, it doesn't matter. Like, it's whatever. Like, they're people all like, I have so many friends that they're so wrapped up in how many girls they can have sex with, and it's like, you are feeding your ego, bro. It's all like, all that is just this hole you have inside you of insecurity that you are filling with. I've had sex with 10 girls, 12, 15, 400, and okay, congratulations, you have that number. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're just looking for a fun experience, that's awesome. But I know so many people who are like, oh, I've had sex with this many girls, and it's like, bro, it doesn't matter if you're a virgin, if you have had sex with a million girls. Like, it just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, like I said, virginity, like, it's, yeah, I get the question, how did you lose your virginity too? It's just like, put my wiener between her buns. But you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just, I just think it's a very like silly question to ask. What progress have you made lifting? Do you still lift? Add Zodies. So over the summer, I went really hard for like 2.5 months. I went 5 weeks straight of like very, very good. Took a week off and then went 5 more weeks straight. And then I kind of tapered off at the end of the summer. But I did really, really well. And I'm back into that grind. The last 3 weeks now, I've worked out 5 times in the week. Yeah, 3 weeks now. And I'm also doing ultimate frisbee twice a week. So like seven workouts a week now. So I'm getting like overall really good shape. But I've also gained 15 pounds. But progress, like, I guess strength wise, I'm getting into a lot more different stuff. So like overhead squatting, so you hold the bar up here and you do a squat really hard, really, really hard. But no, I'm making progress and I'm enjoying the progress. So cool. At Nixon D says, homecoming football game tonight at the SmithPlays should be fun. That's not a question. I'm gonna come shake up your cans, Nick. I'm gonna shake up your cans. I'll shake your cans up. I'll slam your cupboards. I'll kick you behind the nuts. Best moment on YouTube besides reaching a subscriber goal. I'm gonna be completely honest. It was probably last weekend. Just meeting so many YouTubers. I went to this event in San Jose, and who asked that? Z-Toxicity, Luke. Thank you, Luke. I met Gold Glove. And I'm not a big fan of Gold Glove anymore. I don't really watch his stuff. But I used to watch Gold Glove before he got his channel taken away. So Gold Glove had a channel. It was just Gold Glove. He lost. I think it was just Gold Glove. I can't remember. He lost it. Started a new channel. Got the whole community to pimp him out. He actually got more subscribers on that channel after everyone shouted him out. And now he's just really big and famous and stuff. So it was so weird that I met him. Also met Eat My Diction, which I met and I didn't know what he looked like. I knew the name. I'd watched some of his videos back in the day when no one used face cams. I met Eat My Diction. And thirdly, Sniper Wolf. Actually, there's a fourth. But Sniper Wolf is another one I've watched for so long. I've known about her for so long. Back in the Girl Gone Gamer, her debate, and even way, way, way before that. Like, just craziness. And then last one was Hutch, which was like, whoa. But just, it was so cool to like, not be in the same level, but be in the same league as these people. And it's like, man, like, I used to watch these people. I used to like, think, man, it would be cool to do what they do. And it's like, now I'm in their league at an event with them. So that was like honestly probably the best moment. Besides reaching a subscriber goal, actually I would say it's that or June 17th this year ago. Not a year ago, but like a couple months ago, June 17th. That was the day I got monetization. So 3 things happened in a week, in a day. I got monetization back, and I hadn't had it in 6 months, so I hadn't been making any money for 6 months. I was, it wasn't like I was doing okay for money because I don't have a lot of expenses, but it was like, imagine going to work for 6 months, you're not going to get any work, and the person you're working for says, yeah, in 6 months time you'll get money, but you don't know for sure, you know what I mean? So it was like this, like, okay, I can breathe now. It came, I got my monetization back, and it was just like, wow, okay, this is a job now, this is a thing. So I got that G Fuel sponsorship that came around, and on the exact same day I started a company. So it was like just like this moment of, it almost felt like it was just like this huge moment, this wave of like, this has worked for me. It was like this reassuring, like, okay, I've done something here. This is awesome. This could be a thing for me. It was like, I would say that was probably the greatest moment ever on my YouTube channel, which is the day I realized that I could do it full time. Yeah, definitely. That beats last weekend. Actually, I have a video on that, just says thank you, and I almost cried in it. I had never cried in a video before, but yeah, thank you. Watch all the way through. June 21st.
Someone's gonna say that's unrealistic, and I say, yeah, maybe it is, but.
So this was so weird too, because I made a video last year that I said I want to do YouTube full time. So just watch.
Someone's gonna say that's unrealistic, and I say, yeah, maybe it is, but you know what? Why would I want to live a realistic life? I want to be a professional YouTuber, guys. What do you want to do?
All right, so that was like the day I set my goal, and then this video.
This is a thank you video.
Yeah, that was basically just a very, very long. Oh my God! What? Whoa! Okay, I didn't even realize Woody's gamer tag commented on this video. Holy shit! Oh my God! I didn't even see this 2 months ago. So when would that have been? 7. That'd be July. So Woody must have checked this video out at some point. Interesting. Very, very interesting. See, that's crazy. I didn't even realize that, but it was just a big thank you video. Anyways, the fact that Woody watched that video is crazy. I can honestly say, like, I feel like I haven't been influenced by anyone more on YouTube than Woody, because I used to watch him as a viewer, and like he just did a lot of like advice videos, and I found he really helped me through high school and stuff, like with girls and a lot of stuff. And then recently I had a conversation with him about doing YouTube full time, and it was like, he was like, yeah, man, like I think if you wanted to go full time on YouTube today, I think that would be a good decision for you to do. And it's like, so many people tell you not to. So many people say, no, that's not you. That's not your goals. That's not your life. Anything like that. And just to hear that from someone that you have so much respect for and you've gotten so much advice from, that, because it was he didn't ask me anything basically, and it was like, hey, you. I commented on it. It's like, what do you, like, a YouTuber, I've been doing this for a while. Do you think I could go full time with this? And the comments was like, I think Woody would say, go to school and do YouTube at the same time. And that's what everyone tells me to do, and that's what I'm doing right now. He's like, do this. And everyone was like, I don't think it's a good idea, man. You might run out. You never know what's going to happen. And Woody was just like, no, man, like you're at the point, you can do this. You've got the channel, you make good videos. I think that you will have success if you go down this road. And that was like, whoa, that was like literally the past. That was like my golden ticket. Like I felt so unsure. Everybody, like I said, everyone's like, no, don't do this, don't do this, don't do it. And it's kind of like a golden ticket that I have now, where it's like, you know what? Like I feel at any point, if I have to take this route in life, I feel justifiable, because I can say, like, this guy that has gone that route before, supported his family on it, that I have a lot of respect for and admiration for. If he thinks so, absolutely. And it's weird because, like my parents don't think I should. A lot of people don't think I should. And I don't know where I'm at with it. This summer I was very keen on it, and coming back to school, I really like being around so many friends. I have so many friends at school, and don't get me wrong, I have a lot of friends back at home, but during the school year, they're also away anyways. So it's like for me, I mostly honestly came back to school for friends. That and I kind of had a realization. Is like, even though Woody kind of, like I said, it's almost like a golden ticket. It was like a pass that's like will feel justifiable. Even though I got that, I still had a kind of thing in my back of my head where it's like, let's wait till Black Ops 3 Zombies, and then we'll make a decision. And I'm kind of just, to me, the way I look at it is just go at it one day at a time, and don't let, like I said, I gotta remind this to myself, and this is why I do the podcast, guys. This has been so centering, is that YouTube is the most important thing in my life. Like, I shouldn't say YouTube is the most important thing in my life, but you always say, like, what's the most important thing? Like, what's your goal wise? I don't want to say like friends are more important than YouTube. I don't want to say family's more important than YouTube, but that's for another thing. As far as stuff, like whatever, YouTube is the most important thing in my life. And it's so weird because this week has been so hard for me. This week has been so stressful, so ridiculous, and a lot of it's been from school, but it's also been from YouTube. And it's like, that stress is good that I care. It shows that I care, but it just sets you back. It makes you feel bad. And the fact that I've been able to sit here and do this podcast, go through an hour, and now it's like, oh yeah, right, I forgot about that. The YouTube is, and it's like, okay, I have a note, and I've talked about this before. We're ending the podcast, but this is, we're just doing this. I have a note on my phone. I've probably showed this before, but I want to do YouTube full time. I want to live a life that's unrealistic. There's no way. Wait, why am I tapping that? Oh my god, that's dumb. I was like, focus, but no. Anyways, that's a note. Maybe if I turn the brightness down. It's really hard to tell. Anyways, it says, I want to do YouTube full time. I want to live a life that's unrealistic. And that was like one of those just goal setting things. Damn, it's so nice to be centered again. Oh my god, this is why I do the podcast, guys. Thank you so much. It's just like realignment. I just need to realign my life. Everything's well, and I feel better about everything now. But anyways, as I was saying, it's kind of like for me, school and YouTube now, it's like I feel like I can do whatever I want. I feel very empowered right now. I'm gonna continue to stay at school for I think definitely this semester and probably the year, but hoping my grades stay there. But the thing I just have to remind myself is YouTube is the most important thing in my life right now. It's not just a hobby anymore. It's not just a thing that makes you a bit. It's like a huge opportunity in my life that I'm only gonna get once, and it's just something that I can't let people tell me what to do. I'm my own man. Boom. We're gonna end it there, guys. Thank you. Like I said, it's so good to get realigned like this. I've just been so off this whole week, and I didn't want to do this podcast, and I'm tired, and everything sucks. And just sitting down for an hour talking with you guys, doing a Q&A has somehow put me back to the right mindset, and it is very comforting. So thank you guys so much. If you're still here, comment down in the comment section. I love you. You're great. Have a good one. I will see you guys episode 69. Let me know who you want. I tried to get a very large female YouTuber, but we couldn't work it out. I want 69 to be basically just talk about girls and relationship advice and maybe sex and stuff like that. I want it to be a very sexual orientated episode. So I would really like to get a girl that does girl YouTuber that does relationship advice. But I don't know anybody. So if you guys know anyone, you should maybe suggest that I could try to get at them. Or I feel like, I don't know. But anyways, thank you for watching. Peace, guys.